Hello, back again. I said that last time too, I think. I should stop starting with hellos, but I guess that is a way to begin a video. Um, I don't know what the title is yet, because I'm in the past right now, but you'll probably have noticed, and you're probably seeing now, and maybe from the thumbnail, doing some Devil May Cry type stuff. Um, so to get that started, first we gotta get some other stuff out of the way. Like disclaimer, hot, very hot right now. Gotta hear fans, loud noises, maybe, possibly, unless it's all edited out in the whatever I can. I don't know. I guess that's the main one. Number two, I don't script very obviously. So you're gonna get, this is all like free flow of motion dialogue. I don't know what it's called. It's some word when it's just like whenever you say whatever you think you say, and that's just kind of it. 'Cause I don't think too good. So that's what this is gonna mainly be. If there's any other number after that one, I don't remember. But so I guess at the start, I'll kind of tell you what the idea for this was. Finished drawing all those people and stuff, so I wanted to celebrate by drawing a person, and I was tired of doing practicing for a while, so I wanted to actually like maybe show I got better with anything. I had the idea to draw people, and then of course chit-chatting with my girlfriend and stuff, yada yada this, yada yada that. It's been a while since I started this, and I don't really remember all the words. This was done over many days as usual. I sometimes start and stop in random places, so like if I start drawing some character here and I switch to something else suddenly, because I just didn't really remember what I was doing yesterday night or whatever. But we were just talking. I was like, what should I do, what should I do? And we came to V. I was like, okay, I'll do a picture of V. And then I was like, what if I do the picture of V and his whole ensemble? That sounds like an awesome idea. It wasn't. It's not that great an idea to do, because number one, none of the other ones are humans, and I was trying to focus on humans. And number two, they're all annoying. And so it's kind of drawing when you're not that good. So yeah, that was kind of the main starting point. I was gonna draw V and his whole ensemble, and I was like, okay, I'll put him in this weird tunnel. Supposed to be cool, kind of. They're going through a tunnel, something. V's all like, because he's always like depressed and emo and kind of being hurt and dying because he's stupid. And have his whole team with him. Big guy in the background not being able to get into the tunnel or something. um he's really small right now. He gets a little bit bigger later. Bird screaming because his bird's like, are you okay? He'll say things kind of like that, something like that, usually not as much caring, but kind of like that. And then the dog doesn't say nothing. Dog is on the bottom left ish, you know what I mean. So that was the main concept. They're all going through a tunnel, and I was gonna have it be very like red-ish towards the front, toward things that are like closer to the front of the image, be more reddish, more in the tunnels, more red, and then things outside and further away would become more and more blue. That was the main idea for this picture. Some things change, some things change a lot. I learned a lot of little intricate little details about good old Mr. V here, so you know, that's cool. And this took a while, and actually as of this recording I have not finished yet. I think I'm close. I'm not totally satisfied with it, so that's kind of why I'm not finished with it yet. But you know, I don't know if I'll be fully satisfied with it. I feel like there's something missing, but I also feel like I'm really close to being done. So, you know, I'll see what I feel like is done, but it should be pretty soon, and that video and whatever will come out normal time. It was supposed to be about every 2 weeks I post. I kind of missed one though because I don't remember, bad scheduling, and didn't realize this was going to take that long. But you know, life happens. So I try to get this one out a bit earlier. So I was working hard on this video for you guys right now, my loyal, I don't know, 15 subscribers, something like that. Anyway, so all that out of the way, now the real meat of this video, maybe if it has to do with something it's titled about, I'm going to be talking about my feelings about the DMC5 game. I didn't really have any other topic, and that actually gave me one. So I played most of DMC5. I played it a few times. I played it like a couple times at my cousin's house. Then my girlfriend had it, and I played that, and I beat it on the really easy mode. That was just like the setting that she had it on. I beat it on that, and then I was redoing it again, with like the normal story with like the three characters, Dante, V, and Nero, I think. I did that one on like the second hardest because we didn't have the ultimate hardest unlocked first because we were on like a different profile, so I didn't save any of our data. It was like the second hardest, I think, or it might have been Son of Sparta, or I don't know if that's even. No, that's, I think it was Son of Sparta, which is the second hardest, and Dante Must Die or whatever is like the first hardest. So I was trying to replay the game again on Son of Sparta, and I think actually I got all the way to Virgil fight, like the very last mission, pretty much. Sorry if you hear noises and stuff. Got to the Virgil fight, and I just kind of stopped. It was taking a while to play the game, kind of hard, kind of difficult, and I don't know. I just had other stuff to do. Maybe I'll go back to that later. But we did get like the Ultimate Edition for free for some reason. I don't really remember why, some PlayStation thing or something like that. So I played that too, and I was playing through the Virgil part. I beat his story, I think, once, and then I was redoing it again on a harder difficulty. So I played a bit of the game. You know, I would say it was a bit. It was a couple dozen hours, something like that. Beat it technically like at least twice in a kind of good 75% ish. So my feelings and emotions about this game. It was the first DMC I've ever played. Yeah, pretty sure. Don't think I've ever played any other one before. Again, I guess I played a little bit of it before that, before I like actually sat down and played it and kind of got the story. It's a very weird game. Very weird story, but I guess that's kind of what it goes with the series. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's very weird. I would say the most feelings I have towards it is like the gameplay. There was some just, I feel like it's supposed to be a really fun game to play, but some of the choices for how things worked were really weird, and I thought they kind of sucked. It's been a while since I played, so I don't remember exactly which ones they are right now, but I think it was some really weird things with like Dante, and then some, just the way some of his moves worked. I think like jumping and mobility was just kind of weird and it felt off. I kind of hated some of his weapons. I really hated the bike that he had. That thing, it's obviously good, but it really just felt slow, and I couldn't really find a way to combo it into anything because it, all the attacks like had a startup for the most part. And so I always found the bike super annoying. It was hard to, I felt like that, and then the guns didn't feel that good to use ever, unless, I don't know, I'm not using them correctly. I would sometimes switch to like gunslinger style in like the middle of a couple combos, be like smacking them with the nunchucks and then spinning and then shooting electric balls, and switch to gunslinger and then go boom 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 bang 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 bang, and the bullets just didn't feel like they did anything. And I don't know, I like the shotgun a lot more, but even that one too, like it really didn't do anything unless you were like immediately next to a person. Oh, I guess that was something. I think a way to play it like a real gamer is I was supposed to change the button layout, but I didn't, so who cares? But the game might have been a bit easier to play if I had messed with the button layout a bit, because it was really difficult to try to like charge up a bullet, switch between styles, make sure I have devil trigger ready, and then also be jumping, slashing, cutting, killing. Anyway, scuffed recording as heck. It's been a while, I guess. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, so I hope this is synced up with something, but my visuals are gonna be very off, I think. So I guess I just won't talk much about what I'm seeing. I kinda remember what goes on, and it's not much. I just, a lot of it was just mistake correcting as usual, with the same thing with all my other ones, all the big ones. Just taking a very long time to correct mistakes and going back and forth and back and forth. And I guess that's also like kind of disclaimer-ish. The video is always going to be moving, or at least it should be, because it's a Procreate video, obviously. So there's always something going on, because it cuts out all the in-between times when I'm like sitting there thinking or doing something else, or like going through a menu and like kind of messing around with things. It cuts out like all of that, and you just see like what happens immediately. So there's always something going on the screen. Sometimes it's really small and minuscule, so you won't really see it much. But yeah, that's just the thing. Sometimes it looks like nothing's really going on, but there should technically be something going on. So whatever, I got really discombobulated from all the weird technical difficulties, but I think it's good enough. I don't know why I decided to talk about Devil May Cry. It's been a while since I even played it. I was like, oh, that'll be a good idea. I'll talk about the game while I draw it. But it's been so long since I played it. I don't even remember like all my little stupid little gamer issues with it. In total, I'd say it's fine. I'd say the game is cool and fun, and the story didn't make any sense. But you know, I guess that's the point. You just go kill your brother as usual. Spoilers for an old game. Go play it if you want. It's just about Dante and Virgil fighting as usual, which I got. I had seen some stuff about the story from other games. My girlfriend put on videos of like a lore analysis or something like that of previous games. So I kind of know a little bit of what like kind of goes on in all the other ones ish. Yeah, it was just kind of fun. I'd say one big cool thing. Obviously, most people can tell that they saw the game. The game looks freaking incredible. Looks freaking good. It's freaking nice looking. A lot of little details I learned. That's probably true for most games, but a lot of little annoying details you really learn about when you try to draw a picture of something from the game. And I'm a big stickler. I've said before, I think all the way back in the beginning, of like the Dalamador snake that looks ugly and I'll probably fix someday. I want to stay really close to the original design of a thing. If I'm doing like fan art, I don't really want to change something that much, unless I'll like I don't feel like it's fan art. Like it's like I'll make my own creation at that point. But if I'm trying to like do fan art ish of something, I try to stick really close to what it's supposed to look like. And I found a lot of little stupid intricacies and stuff about all these things, like Virgil or V's book here, the Book of V or Book of Virgil. I don't know what it is. The stupid design of it looks dumb. He always has the book in the left hand and the cane in the right. Most of the time, that's like a kind of rule, it seems. He like usually always has like the cane in that hand. That's why I changed earlier. I had the cane originally in the other hand, and I kind of liked how that looked, but then I was like, oh, I guess that's not lore appropriate, so I had to go change that. Something I've seen some pictures of him recently. I guess you'll see later on. You can kind of see he has white hair right now because he's kind of in his devil trigger mode. And he's supposed to be, because how else would he have his nightmare creature in the background out if he wasn't into the devil trigger mode, you know? Sometimes I see he has glowing eyes when he's in devil trigger mode, but I've also seen that he doesn't have them all the time. So I'm gonna go with maybe not for mine, unless I do some weird fatalis thing again where I have like 2 pictures I show at the end. Probably not, but you know, could happen. So yeah, that's just some stuff about later on. He's got the white glowy hair. His hair also, when he's like that, it kind of floats like a little bit, so that's something I kind of added on a little later. It's kind of flowy-ish now. I don't really get to that till much later. V, even though I was supposed to draw people for this thing, that was my main focus and point of this, I really don't draw till very, very, very much later, because I am still not that good at drawing people. So you know, it happens. So yeah, feelings about the game, it was cool. Weird stuff. I feel like I really liked Nero at the beginning, and then later on it was just like Felt so clunky. Everything about him was just so clunky and weird. I feel like again it was maybe from the buttons. And then even like V, I was like, I like V, he's cool, he's fun, he's like obviously the easiest one to control. At least I think, unless some real gamer comes and tells me he's real crazy. He felt like the easiest to control, like the guy with the least amount to manage. You just kind of stay back, spam this, spam that, manage a meter, read your book, call in your nightmare. Sometimes jump on him, figure out how he works, because he's really slow and weird, and the timing for him is kind of weird sometimes. But you know, have birds shooting while you have dog scratching. But then after a while, I just started feeling like he was just lame and boring, and it was just hard to do anything fun with him. I felt like I couldn't really do the combos. Again, probably because I felt like the buttons are really weird. I feel like that is a decent criticism. If you're gonna make a cool character, make the game fun off the bat with the buttons. The buttons sucked. I hate these buttons. They were awful and really weird, and I don't get why they were exactly like this, because I'm pretty sure when I played it at my cousin's house for like a little, he had a button set up for like almost all the characters a slightly different way, so that it was just fun and easy to play like that. Like, I don't know, I wish that was a bit more intended, that maybe the Devil May Cry people don't expect you to do that unless you are really invested in playing the game multiple times on the harder difficulties, which is something. It's really weird, but I don't know. Maybe that's what they were expecting. I guess it's kind of I don't think that's a very good plan or whatever. But, you know, but except Virgil, really, the DLC man, the cool guy himself, the special edition character. I feel like all of his things strung together so easily, and like right off the bat, like they all just flowed into each other and everything worked well, and it was pretty, I feel like it was kind of easy for him to just do everything. I think he is technically the actual strongest. I feel like I've heard people say that. I have watched some Devil May Cry Ultimate Combo footage and stuff a long time ago and stuff, and I'd be like, wow, this game looks cool. So I've seen cool people do cool things, and I think they said that Virgil is definitely the strongest. But even apart from that, he's just like the most. It feels like he's the most well put together character. Dante comes kind of close, but it's just some of his things feel kind of clunky in how they string together. I don't know, kind of weird, kind of nitpicky, kind of stupid. I think the game's probably fine. Definitely is fine. Still though, very weird story, but you know, to be expected. Coming to a close here. So I guess I think I don't even know. Our recording's all messed up, but hopefully this audio is still used, because I really don't feel like re-recording. Tired of it. Don't want to. So this should probably be fine. Maybe I'm talking and the thing's already been ended for a minute or two. So yeah, part 2 out soon-ish. You'll see the finished work, and it'll look much better than you are right now. And I at least for me, I'm watching the Little Nightmare guy finally get started, and that's about where we're gonna stop. So thank you, goodbye, sorry for all the noise.